I'm Tim,
And I'm Doug.
and we're from Chocolate Covered Games.
And welcome to the games we played for the month of July.
2021.
Yes.
Yeah, because we'll be
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully we'll be doing it next year.
Yep.
Or 2 years, or 5 years.
Yeah. So this month we got a total of 6 games we played in. And the first one on our list is Concept. The category was Deduction Party, and the mechanics were Communication Limits and Team based.
So for Concept, I thought it was okay. The group we played it with were some friends of ours from our former gaming group that moved away, but it was good to play with them.
Yep.
I thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it works better with people that you know well.
Yes. Even though it's marked as a party game, I think the problem we had was we had an age gap.
Well, I don't think that really affected it. It again, if you're playing with people who know you and know how you think, I think it would be easier.
For those who don't know, the game Concept comes with a board, and you get little acrylic tokens that you put next to pictures.
Yeah.
And one is like your main subject, and then you put that there, and then you have little other ones that be your sides things. So, like one of mine that I had was Beetle Bailey, he's still a cartoon strip in the news or paper. He's an army man, so I put my main topic on war and conflict, and I put my sub things on man and like cartoon newsprint. And no one got it because, Beetle Bailey's not as big as I thought he would be.
No, I read it when I read the comics. But like a couple of people we played with didn't know who Beetle Bailey was.
Yeah.
And that was I don't want to say that was the hard thing because you could choose different words on the card.
Yeah, they had easy, mediums, and hard. I always try to go with the hard ones.
Yeah. So I think with the easier ones, it would have been okay. It was fun. We house ruled quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
To make it work for our group. But I'd play it again.
It's a party game, definitely. And we played another party game this month.
Just after it.
And that'll be next on our list. I think if I was to choose one of the two, it'd be the next one.
Yeah. And that next one is
called Just One.
Just One.
The categories it's under is Word, Party, and the mechanics are Communication Limits and Cooperation, or Competitive.
And by now, I'm guessing a lot of people have played Just One. We're late to the party on this.
We're not party people.
Yeah.
We hate the party. When people are like, where's the party? It's over there. I'm like, I'll be over there then.
When everybody's like, where are my party people at?
Yeah.
We're not going woo.
I politely say, not here. Please get off the stage.
But I really, really enjoyed Just One. Again, we played it with the same group.
Yep.
And so for those that don't know, Just One. So everybody, you pick a card, but you don't look at it. Everybody else can see their card, and I think 5.
One.
There are 5 or 6 words on the card, and you picked a number, and then closed your eyes or went away or turned your head or whatever, and everybody had to write a descriptive word on their little stand.
Just one word to describe.
Yeah, just one word that described it. And then if you matched with any other person with their word, you had to erase it or you flipped down, so that person couldn't see that hint. And man, some of the hints we came up with were absolutely hysterical, and it was really fun. We laughed a lot. Trying to think of one of the ones. We had Peach, and I think I put down butt.
Probably.
Because of the peach emoji, and I knew nobody else would put that down.
I think my answers were too thinky because I never wanted to
Yes.
match anybody. Like we had pear one time, and then people would put like pants or fruit. I put down Bosco because it's the second biggest type of pear out there behind Asian. And I
What
figured
about Bartlett?
Bartlett's like third. It's Asian,
I don't know.
Bosco, Bartlett. And I wasn't gonna put Asian because that could have been anything.
But, you know, that's what made the game so much fun was when you thought you had a hint that would not match anybody else, and like 3 people had the hint.
Mhm.
So the person was left with like 2 hints, and that was it.
Yeah, I was one of those people.
And it was just a lot of fun, a lot of laughter. I saw people playing this before, and they all were laughing and having a good time. And if it may be my top party game.
Over red flags.
Yeah,
All right.
I enjoyed this. You know, well, when we had our group, we played Cash and Guns as a
Yeah.
party game.
Yeah.
Cold Express.
I will say most party games are fun because they're made to be
Yes.
fun.
Well, there are some mass market party games that are just
Boring.
made for money.
Yeah.
But this one is really cool. I don't believe it's mass market.
I think you can get just one at Target. In fact, I think I saw it when we picked up summer camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't mean it's mass market.
No.
It just means it made the
Target,
yeah.
which is mass marketing.
Yeah.
But anyways, good game. If you have not played just one, make sure that's just on your radar.
I think it says 5 to 7.
I
Something
don't
like
remember. We played with 6.
Yeah. The third game we played this month was
Hadrian's Wall. Yeah.
The category this game is under is city building.
Okay.
That's because
Yeah.
and the mechanics to it is hand management, paper and pencil, and tech tree.
Yeah. I mean, flipping right.
You're not really flipping anything. There's literally no flipping in it.
Yeah, for the dummy player.
We
We did. Because you have to play with 3.
Well, the only time you flipped that one was
I don't
for
think either of us used the dummy player.
was for the card.
Yeah.
And you're not really writing that thing. Those are a resource you gain.
Yeah. Hadrian's Wall is a massive game. It takes 2 sheets of paper.
And I think that's where the game hinders it because those 2 sheets seem disconjoined. They could have been 2 separate games.
Well, because you're using the one side where you were building your market or you were filling out, I forget what was it, like merchants,
Like,
an arm.
Your
Because
one-
when you reach some of those, you got some of the other.
yeah, like this, your one paper was the wall, the defenses, and right behind the wall. Your other one was like supposed to be behind the wall.
Was your city,
Yeah.
basically. So you're building your wall to defend your city. I thought that the AI attacking, neither one of us ever lost.
I never felt threatened under attack once in this game.
No.
I feel like it should have been more hammering you down. Like,
Yeah.
I should have constantly felt like this destroying everything I did.
And I don't know if that's a broken part of the game or if we played it wrong, which is always a possibility.
Or we played it so right that we couldn't have been attacked.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. There was never a time I felt, well, the very first time,
Yeah. Okay.
because you flipped the 2 cards, but I had, on that first time we flipped the card, I had already built up the fence in 2 of the spots.
yeah.
So they only could have got through
In one area.
in one, or if both would have been to the same one. Which they weren't. They were actually to the 2 that I built. I got lucky. So that was the only time I was worried about that wall defense. Other than that, I just kept building the wall at the top, or the defense part at the top. I built the entire wall. I did all the training. I pretty much all but finished that left sheet.
Yeah.
I did realize too late in the game. Well, no, because I finished the horseman part, the cavalry part.
Okay.
You didn't do any of that.
No, I just skipped over that, and I still did fine.
Well, you beat me.
Yeah.
But I started that. I did finish it. I had to really push at the end, and I got lucky with some of the colors that came up for the resources.
Yeah, I focused most of my time on the city end, where I'm like, here's the major points. I built my defenses. I kind of did the wall a little bit. I'm like, I don't need any of this other stuff. Here's all the major points.
Well, I built I did the defenses. 2 of them I got full. Mm-hmm. 1 I didn't. I completely built the wall. I completely trained. Mm-hmm. I did almost the bottom part of that left sheet. Mm-hmm. I think I only got 2 to the close to the end. Mm-hmm. And then on the other side, I finished the market. And I finished 3 of the 4. I didn't do anything with the gardens.
I did the gardens.
I don't think I did anything with the temples.
I did those too.
So, so we sort of played different strategy.
Yep.
And we ended up, I think you only beat me by 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So it was very close.
I'll say I probably won't ever play this again. I have no need to. Not need to. I have no want to.
I would probably play it again at least one more time. Mm-hmm. I'd like to try to play a game 2 or 3 times.
I mean,
to really get the feel for it, because you can't always say if you like a game or you dislike a game after one play. Mm-hmm. Except for we've had a couple games though after one play we're like never again. I didn't mind Biblios. You don't like it. But that card game dealing with ships was like an 8-hour card game where we played 45 minutes and we're like, forget this.
Okay.
Because that was the rule book was written so poorly.
I think the problem with this game, in my opinion, what I think is wrong with it, is it's a solo game. At no point do we affect each other.
Yes.
I think this game could be more fun if one person is playing the wall building and the other person is playing the attack, to make it more interactive, like a game. Yeah. I mean, I know that you need to have a dummy player if you only have 2.
Yeah.
This game is a solo game.
There is a solo variant to it.
Which I'm assuming is just a second AI, most likely.
So,
I mean, at no point was whatever you were doing affecting me, whatever I was doing affecting you. I never looked over at your side because...
We don't have to.
Yeah.
So, Hadrian's Wall, it was a decent game.
It's a good...
As a solo player.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a take that or a versus, wasn't. But yeah, I would give it another play just to see if maybe we did mess up that building defense part, or maybe I just got lucky and played it right.
That or I would like, instead of having the 2 sheets, have it front and back, one side's your wall, one side's your city, and the game is broken up to, like, you can work on one for a turn, and not the other side, or,
Yeah, but you needed both because one side affected the other side.
You can get around that, though, if you're tinkering with it.
Like I said, I didn't mind it. And that was the 3rd game we played this month, Hadrian's Wall.
The 4th game we played this month was Valley of the Vikings. The category is Children's and Dexterity, the mechanics, rolling and worker placement.
Yeah, Valley of the Vikings was a nifty little game. I believe it was a Haba game.
It's a Haba game.
Tim didn't put down who made these games.
You have your phone in front of you.
But I believe Valley of the Vikings was a yellow box Haba game for kids.
Yeah.
You set up barrels in the middle of the board.
Yep.
And you have ships in your color. And even if you don't have 4 players, you play with all 4 ships.
Correct.
Because the goal is, at the end of the game, to have the most money.
Yes.
And you get coins by knocking over, I believe, is it a certain number of barrels?
No, however many barrels you knock over is how many you can move on the board. And then each section of the board has what thing you can do. Take 2 coins, or get a coin from everybody, or you have to give away a coin.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
And
You
then-
knock barrels over, and then you move your little pirate.
Yeah.
And where?
Viking.
Yeah, you're Viking.
Yeah. This game about Vikings is all about pirates.
Pirate Vikings or Viking pirates.
Completely different.
Yeah, when you land on, take 2 coins or give 2 coins, or you have to do that. So, did you win this, or did one of the dummy players win?
I think one of the dummy players went.
Uh,
Because they kept getting, like, get 1 coin from everybody.
yeah, and one was like you get half of somebody's or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
Because the dummy players just moved to the next available spot.
yeah, but as a kids game, I thought it was a fun kids game.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll never say a kid's game's not fun. It
yeah,
holds
well,
my attention. Rules are always easy.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some bad kids games we played.
Spotted. It's not terrible.
No, it's easy. Is
Yeah.
it a kids game? Be an adult. Any game can be a
Kid,
kids game or an adult game.
if you were to ask somebody, are board games for kids, they would probably say yes. And then I would sit them down to like the game of like
I mean, Kingdom Death
Like-
Monster
like-
could be a kids game.
like Cade or what's Rising Sun.
Kids can play,
Yeah, I guess.
and adults can play Valley of the Vikings.
Yeah. Where are those 5-year-olds playing? They're playing the game Abyss. Where are we playing? We're playing, Don't Break the Ice.
Or Monza.
Yeah,
That's a good kids game.
it is.
We do enjoy kids games because at our age they're mindless, fun, and we tend to do well,
Yeah.
which I'd hope we would.
In all fairness, on our list, we do have a kids game that we played this month, which I will badmouth later.
Okay.
I will badmouth incredibly well.
Well, that's not the next one. The next game we played this month was The Mind.
The categories of the mind is card game, number game, and the mechanics, communication limits, and cooperative.
So we now played The Mind, and we played the game.
Yes.
And I don't really see a difference. I know there is a little.
Yeah, there's a little bit of difference.
Um,
Do I care about those differences? Not really.
I think it's an okay game. As a 2-player game, it's okay.
I just don't think it's a game. It's just you sitting there staring at the person.
It is true. We never did very well. Mainly because when Tim stares, he gets a funny look on his face, and I don't know if he's wanting me to go or if he should go.
I'm playing with the people that are watching this.
Yeah.
And they should probably go because I don't have any cards in my hand.
So I think the farthest we got was like the 3rd level.
Yeah.
We did not do well. And when we played the game a long time ago,
We did pretty decent with that
we
one.
did okay. I think we beat it once.
Yeah.
But The Mind, it's a very popular game. It's a hit. I'm sure most people have played it by now. Again, it's a game we're late to the party on,
Yeah.
though it's not a party game.
It's just you sitting there staring at your friends going like, come on now.
But you can't say "come on" now,
Yeah, it's just you sitting there.
And I guess even though Tim and I live together as brothers, we don't have that mental connection.
Well, a couple times we had cards that were just one thing different.
Yeah,
I have like an 85 in my hand. You have like an 86. I'm like, okay, Doug should probably play next because I know he's probably going to have something.
Yeah, that's what hindered us is, we did have some very close cards. But again, The Mind in the right group setting, it's a good game. I know it's won awards. But we'll finish up with our 6th and last game here, which was by far Tim's favorite game of the month.
The last game we played this month was Last Mouth Lost. Categories abstract strategy, children's, mechanics. This one's important. Listed are none. There are no mechanics to this game.
So the reason Tim beat me every time we played this was it's abstract strategy. I am terrible at abstract strategy. I don't think I've ever won an abstract strategy game, like ever.
Well, it's interesting. I was when I was looking this stuff up, I found out first name was called Pop It,
Yeah,
which is like a version of a fidget spinner. Like they came out after fidget spinner.
Yeah.
They make all sorts of Pop-Its of all.
in fact, I saw this game. If you live on the East Coast, there's a store called Ollie's Bargain Outlet. They don't sell this game, but they sell the exact same thing as like a
It's a fidget thing.
fidget popper.
Yeah.
So I could have spent, the 99 cents at Ollie's, got this fidget popper, and had this game.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was an ice cube tray.
Yeah, it's a silicone tray.
Circle.
Well, they make them all in shapes and sizes, but ours was a circle.
Yes. It looks like a silicone ice cube tray.
And it had a row of 4 dots, a row of 5 dots, a row of 5 dots, a row of 6, row of 5, row of 5, row of 4.
So sort of like the can't stop board.
Yeah. And the rules of the game is you don't want to be the person that pops, or you want to be the person that pops the last thing.
Yes.
And you can only pop in rows.
Yes.
And so
you can only pop. So if you pop 1, of course it's in 1 row. If you pop 2, they've got to be in the same row.
Yeah. So
everything has to be in that same row. So you could pop 1 in that row, or you could pop all that row.
Yeah.
So if I pop 2 in a row, Tim could pop 3 in the same row.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, there was no scoring in the game, really.
No, it was whoever popped the last one.
Yeah. I'm glad it was our last game. Because if it was our first game and people kept asking us what we played that day, I'd be like, well, we played this. Don't give it a try. Talk to the owner and ask him why it's on the shelf.
You would have been. I would have asked why it was not in the freezer as an ice cube tray.
I think I love abstract strategy. It is my
favorite. Which is why I'm surprised you didn't like this game.
It is my favorite category of game out there. I think they got confused. Abstract strategy is a category game. They took that as abstract strategy should be the game. Like, you look at this and you think, is that a game?
Well, that's how I look at Pylos. Is that a game? No, it's stacking little wooden balls.
Obviously a game.
Or Quattro.
Well, did you ever look at the thing at the old diners where it was nothing but
golf tees, things. Yes.
Golf tees and a board?
I never beat that.
And you thought to yourself, was somebody golfing here? No, you saw that and there's obviously some sort of game I'm supposed to do here.
And it's an abstract strategy game. And I was terrible. I never could beat that.
Yeah, if I saw that on the table, I could say, that's probably a game. Or if I saw Pilots, I would say, that's probably a game. And or if I was
if you saw Last Mouse Lost on the table at, what's the restaurant that has those on? Cracker Barrel. If you saw that on the table at Cracker Barrel, would you think that it's a game, or would you think that why'd they leave the ice tray out here?
I would think some kid left their toy behind. I would not say game, I would say toy, because I would not look at it and be like, that's a game. A lot of people give me grief about having Drop Mix as one of my favorite games, because people are like, it's not a game, it's an activity.
But there's a game part to it.
There is.
So there's a game part to this.
There is not.
It is.
Somebody ordered too many Poppets, like in your game that you had last month. What was it? Overstocked.
Yeah.
Somebody ordered too many of these Poppets and thought, well, I got to figure out how to sell these. I'll write a 1-paragraph rule book and call it a game. Be the last one to pop a thing. You win. Sell it.
They're making money, aren't they? More money than you.
I don't think people are buying this as a game. I think people buy Poppets, and you could be like, there's a game that goes with that, and you blow their mind.
Maybe.
I mean, I wonder how much this is going for.
I do need to take this.
Okay.
I don't know who it is.
So I'll let Doug take a phone call, and that pretty much wraps up games we played this month. I could go on and on about Last Mouse Lost and why you should never play. But I think with Doug missing a phone call, that's a good time to wrap it up and say thank you for watching.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the games we played here in July. If you played any of the ones that we played, let us know.
Yep.
Let us know what you thought about those games. Also, leave in the comments what games you played in the month of July here.
Yep.
We like to know what everybody's playing. Hadrian's Wall was a big deal here when it came out. If you got to play that, let us know what you think. I believe that's the newest game on our list. Yeah, because it just came out like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, of all of them, that's probably the newest.
So we thank you for watching. Again, hit the subscribe button down there-ish. Hit the bell. Give us a thumbs up. Be sure to like us on Instagram. I don't know what our Instagram handle is.
Just Chocolate Cover Games.
There you go. Check us out over there. I know Tim posts every time we play a game. Mm-hmm. And we do thank you for watching our July 2021 monthly melt games we played.
Be on the lookout for the rest of the videos for this monthly melt, and we will catch you next time. Bye.